Candace?
No, Brent, you have the map, remember?
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, hey! Brent and Candace coming to you live from our exotic location, deep in the jungle. It's our Go Wild on You Pick Live Saturday special.
Brent, where are we going?
I know it's around here somewhere, upside down. Oh, my phone's ringing. Hello? Compass. Oh, there we go. Hey, hello? Yeah, we're on location, deep in the jungle. That's the wrong place? Oh, where are we supposed to be? Really? Okay, yeah, we're on our way.
Who's that?
That was the producer. We seem to be in the wrong place.
I told you.
Come on, Candace, no time to argue. Let's go, come on.
Excuse me.
Hey, look at me.
Come on, Brent.
Coming.
Taxi!
Right here. Which one? This one. Take us to the Go Wild set, pronto!
You pick live, Nickelodeon's You
Yeah, I told you we didn't need a map.
Look at this wild lounge.
Look at these wild loungers. What's up, everybody? What's going on? Make some noise!
Welcome to the Go Wild on You Pick Live Saturday special. I'm Candace.
I'm Brent. For the next 3 hours, we are going wild with wild picks, wild moments, and tons of wild animals.
It's all happening live right here in the Wild Lounge to get you ready for the Wild Thornberrys movie.
And we got wild animal expert Jarod Miller. But let's get to our first wild pick of the day. That's going to be none other than SpongeBob SquarePants. Go Wild!
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye.
Get you here and online.
That's right, we're asking you at home to go wild on the web.
Go to thewildthornberries.com and play 3D Chopper Chase and the Rescue Wildlife games. The more you play, the more you help us help wild animals.
Looks like this World Wildlife Fund Panda's getting a head start here.
What's up, Panda? All right, he's helping us reach a goal of $5,000 for the World Wildlife Fund. Every time you help to save 2,500 acres of rainforest.
Wow, that's a lot of acres.
That's a lot of
Keep clicking because
acres.
we will be back with more Go Wild on You Pick Live.
Go Wild!
Go wild on.
Watching Go Wild on You Pick Live. We are getting you ready for the Wild Thornberrys movie by Going Wild with animal expert Jarod Miller.
Come on in, Jarod. Hey,
what's up, guys?
Hey, buddy.
Check out my friend here.
Hey.
This guy's... Oh, man, he is hungry. It's so early in the morning. So he's like,
It's so early.
yeah.
Are you tired?
He's so early.
So what is this animal?
This guy's great. This is actually the animal that, like, just thrusted me into studying zoology. This is a lemur. This is not only any lemur, it's a ringtail lemur. It's the
Ringtail
coolest animal found in Madagascar.
Awesome. So
Yeah.
what do you do?
Well, basically, I started out doing research with like lemurs and stuff, and now I'm travel the world, learning about animals. And now I have the opportunity to teach kids about animals too, not only about animals, but like the endangered places where they live from or where they come from.
Now, what's the climate like in Madagascar?
Oh, Madagascar is so wild. It's really close to the equator. It's off the east coast of Africa, so it's really hot. But what's so great about, like the World Wildlife Fund?
Yeah.
That organization protects animals just like this lemur. Not only endangered animals, but animals that live in very endangered places like Madagascar.
So what was he just doing with his tail just then? He was.
You know what's so funny? He's like scenting us. Like this lemur loves us right now, so he's just chilling with us, right?
What's he doing?
He's like marking his territory.
Just like SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, speaking of that, the lemur wants to see SpongeBob SquarePants. We're going to it right now. Go Wild on You Pick Live. There's more with Jarod Miller coming up.
You Pick Live.
We're getting you ready for the Wild Thornberrys movie all morning with Go Wild giveaway prizes.
If we call you on the phone, just go wild with us.
Hey, do you think we can get Harry to pick a postcard up? See what he'll do. Here, Harry. Grab a postcard. Grab a postcard.
All right.
Thanks. Oh, hey.
Alexis from Cape Coral, Florida.
All right, we're calling you right after the break, Alexis.
Be sure to go. Answer like this. Go
Go
wild.
Wild! That's how it's done.
Where
We're
you
calling
Pick
you.
Live.
You pick live, Nickelodeon's You Pick Live.
Yeah, if you didn't know it by now, you're watching Go Wild on Nickelodeon's You Pick Live.
We're hanging out in the Wild Lounge all morning to get you ready for the Wild Thornberrys movie.
Remember to go on the web at wildthornberries.com and play one of the wildlife games there and help raise $5,000 for the World Wildlife Fund. How easy is that?
So easy. Let's try our first Go Wild giveaway prize phone call of the day. We call Alexis from Cape Coral, Florida.
Alexis, you there? What are you going to do for us?
Go ahead, yeah.
All right, Alexis,
All right.
pick boy, tell her what she's won.
You've won the HP 2.1 megapixel digital camera with digital zoom from Radio Shack. Come over here, you handsome fella.
Ooh, they're
This
gonna
is
break
You
that
Pick Live, so
camera.
of course you guys are picking the shows starting now. You've been voting all morning on Knicks.com between SpongeBob SquarePants, Jimmy Neutron, and Rugrats. Jason, can we get the results up on the plasma screen?
Up on that plasma screen, and the big fat winner today is... Oh, it's Rugrats! Here comes your first wild pick of the day. Rugrats! There we go! Go wild!
You're watching Rugrats, our first wild pick of the day.
Yeah, we're getting you ready for the Wild Thornberries. Go wild on You Pick Live with Jarod Miller's Animals.
This is awesome. Hey, Brent and Candace, this guy is so cool. This guy is probably the most comfortable bird we can have living here right in the lounge because this is a bird that is... Check out that beak on this guy. He can eat fruit like nothing.
What's the beak made out of?
The beak,
First of all, what is this animal?
it's a toucan.
It's a toucan.
Yeah, toucan.
And whenever you see a bird that has a beak like this, it's always a toucan because they're the only ones that have it. And plus, not only is it big, but yeah, you're right, Candace. This is a really colorful, beautiful beak.
How does he eat food?
Dude, what he does, he grabs it and he like swallows it down whole. He doesn't even chew. Like, he can't chew like we can or like a parrot. But this guy, awesome. I mean, not only can he eat food, but he also can catch food too.
Oh, I can catch food.
Can you catch grapes?
I can catch grapes.
Let's do it.
We're challenging after the break. We're gonna eat grapes, me and the toucan. Watching Go Wild on Nickelodeon's You Pick Live. I am about to challenge the toucan beaker in a grape tossing contest. All right, everybody, when I catch one, you guys are gonna say the number that I caught. When toucan catches one, you guys are gonna say the number that he caught. Are you ready?
I say first to 5 wins.
First to 5 wins. You ready? Here we go.
Wait, let's do
And go. Here we go. Oh.
He wasn't. You know what? He just wasn't hungry. You know what I think it was? I think Brent's beak like got his attention so much that he was like distracted.
I psyched out the bird.
You psyched him so
I do well living in the rainforest, wouldn't I?
You would. Oh.
All right, well, that was a great challenge. Here's more of your first wild pick of the day.
It's Rugrats. We're going to Rugrats. Thomas! Thomas is the champ today! Nice job. If I shake your hand, toucan, if I could. I shake your hand. That's all right. Try it, ready?
On Wild all morning.
We're having breakfast with our friend Mr. Camel over here.
Oh, I don't think he was here. All right, coming up, we're going to call someone for today's Go Wild giveaway.
Right. You got to answer the phone when we call you like this. Say Go Wild.
Go Wild.
Oh, hey, that's great, Candace. That's good. Go Wild, dude.
There's more Go Wild on You Pick Live right after this. Come on, do my parrot.
Watching the Rugrats on
It's You Pick Live.
You're watching Go Wild on You Pick Live. We're getting you ready for the Wild Thornberries movie right here and online.
That's right. Just go to wildthornberries.com and go wild playing the 3D Chopper Chase and Wildlife Rescue game.
Every time you play, we're helping raise money to donate to the World Wildlife Fund. Hopefully, we'll reach our goal today of $5,000.
I know you guys can do it. You guys can do it.
All right, well, right now it's time to pick a postcard to call our next kid. For our wild giveaway.
Bravo, we see the tarantula. It's Tristan from North Carolina. We got to get Tristan up on the phone. Hello. Well, I hope she answers. I hope she answers. Tristan, are you there? Hello?
Go Wild!
Hey, Tristan!
Hey, Big Boy, tell her what she's won.
You've won the HP 2.1 megapixel digital camera with digital zoom from Radio Shack.
Congratulations, Tristan.
Awesome. Nice job. Congratulations.
All right, well, here is Fairly Odd Parents as Go Wild on You Pick Live continues. Keep that thing away from me.
Wild. Look at it. Ah! watching Go Wild on You Pick Live and getting you ready for the Wild Thornberrys movie here with wild guest Jarod Miller and his wild animals. All right, Jarod, what's the next animal?
Oh, you know it's going to be great. Yeah, actually, before bringing out an animal, I decided maybe we should have a little snack first. So here, we're going to need some utensils.
Okay.
Let me dump this guy out. It's a,
Do you need
Look at this guy. Yeah, we need this.
Keep that thing away from me!
Candace, come over here. This guy
All right, so Jarod, tell us about this snake.
This is amazing. This is one of the deadliest snakes found in the world.
Good to know.
It's called a monocle cobra, and they're just incredible. I mean, this guy can strike unbelievably far. But look how he moves around. His muscles are so strong on his belly.
Oh, he's looking at me. He's so scary.
He is so cool. But look at this. But what's so cool about venomous snakes is they all let you know that they're venomous. Like a cobra will stand up, flare out his hood, and make himself look twice as big and twice as threatening. And you notice he just kind of wants to chill with us. He's not all about biting us yet. So
cool. Does the cobra have the big flap things that come out when
yeah,
he
he
wants to
does.
strike?
Yeah,
Oh, there it is.
does.
Oh, look at that. Right on cue. He's perfect, huh? So, Jarod, where do we find these kinds of snakes?
Oh, these are great. These are found in the jungles of India. And you can tell the monocle cobra, this is a cobra.
All right, Jarod, we're coming back with more of the snake. That's great.
Tomorrow on Nick.
You're watching Go Wild on You Pick Live. We're getting you ready for the Wild Thornberrys with one of my favorite animals in the world, the king cobra snake. So, Jarod, does this thing have eyelids?
Yeah, you know it's so weird. He doesn't really have eyelids like we do. Whenever the snake, like every time a snake grows, he sheds his skin. And he even sheds, like, the top of his eyelids, too. It's
So on top of his eye? Like the eyes?
The whole thing comes off.
Sheds?
Yeah, everything. Even the tip of his tongue sheds off. I mean, it's unreal. Yeah.
How venomous is this snake?
This snake is so venomous. He's one of the deadliest snakes found in India, and this guy can actually have, in one bite, kill an elephant, believe it or not.
Can kill an elephant?
Yeah.
What does it do? Is it like paralyze it or?
Yeah, the venom is like it's very toxic, and what it does is it attacks your nervous system. So like, you know, you kind of go crazy and everything shuts down, and it's real painful.
Awesome.
That's crazy.
Thanks for having the snake here. We are going to Fairly Odd Parents.
Go Wild, and we got more Jarod Miller coming up. Get that snake out.
Episode of Fairly Odd Parents.
You're watching Go Wild on You Pick Live. Next is the second wild pick of the day.
All right, Brent's going to do his best Eliza Thornberry and attempt to speak to this crocodile.
All right, here goes. What show you want to see next? And that's your favorite show, I take it? Yes. Now, what's your second favorite show in case that one's not picked? Those teeth are going. He doesn't like me. Great. Well, I think things are great. You're going your way. I can't tell you.
Hey, more Go Wild on You Pick Live after this.
223-7092.
You pick live, you pick live, Nickelodeon's You Pick Live.
You're watching Go Wild on Nickelodeon's You Pick Live. We're getting ready for the Wild Thornberrys movie. But right now, it's time for the second wild Nick.com pick of the day.
You guys have been voting online between Jimmy Neutron, Hey Odd, and the Fairly Odd Parents. Captain, my captain, get up on that screen and tell me what's the winner today.
Oh, it's Jimmy Neutron!
All right.
Antonio, you want to run the tape for us?
Who's going wild today?
You go wild. You ready?
Sure.
Bam! All
I'm going
right.
upstairs. Let's
Go
make
get
it
him,
happen.
kids.
You ready, Randy? We're gonna make it. We can make it. This is so. Okay. I'm sorry. This isn't exotic anymore, but I think I can still make it.
Where's it going? I don't know where it's going.
Television. Going this way here.
This is a wild place.
We're going.
It's like a wild maze.
Oh, he knows where he's going now. He's motioning.
Where's he going? Where's he going?
Oh,
it's Harry.
Can
I give this to you? He's going to try and put the tape in.
Oh, he gets him
Jimmy.
on. All right, here's your second wild pick of the day. Jimmy Neutron here on Go Wild.
Go
Mary's movie by Going Wild with special guest Jarod Miller and his wild animals.
I know, look at this guy. He is so cool. This is actually called a bush baby. Bush baby. You know, he kind of reminds me of that lemur a little bit because he's got the hands and the feet just like a monkey or an ape. But they're real primitive. Like this animal is found mainly in Africa, and you can tell he's a nighttime animal by those huge eyes and those huge ears. And check out this tail. I mean, he's so agile in the trees. Go
Why is
ahead,
it called
Panda.
a bush baby?
Well, it's called a bush baby. For one, it lives in bushes, and I'll tell you in a little bit why they call him babies, because he does so many cool things.
Awesome. All right, well, we're coming back with more Jarod and the Bush Baby. This crazy thing's going wild. All right.
Go what? It's your Larry Nick Mouse.
This movie with wild guest Jarod Miller. Woo! Okay, hey, Bush Baby.
I know, this guy's going insane today.
he's
He
awesome.
loves it.
He's so cool.
You know what's so weird, too, is this bush baby. He's usually not even this active during the day. I mean, this is more of like a nighttime animal. Look at those eyes and those ears. I mean, they're huge.
Right?
Okay, so I want to know why he is called a bush baby.
Okay, basically, I mean, obviously the bush part comes because he loves living in trees and bushes, but they call him a baby for a number of different reasons. He's small like a baby. I don't know if you smell him, he kind of smells like a dirty baby, and he kind of makes a noise that sounds just like a baby that's crying.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can we get him to make that noise?
You know, I can't do it, but maybe someone here in the audience can.
Ben, can you do that? All right, where would we
All right,
get
here we go.
Look at the one to do
You
it.
like to. Maybe a little bit more
All
high
right.
pitch. Maybe someone else, maybe a little bit louder even.
All right, Ben, Big Boy, tell him what he's won. Ben's won for crying.
You are so brave that you win the HP 2.1 megapixel digital camera with digital zoom from Radio Shack.
All right, congratulations, Ben. That's awesome. I want to hear the Bush Baby cry. He doesn't want to do it. Jared, do we have other wild animals coming?
Oh, we got tons of wild animals right here in the animal line. It's going to be amazing.
We got more
Awesome.
wild animals and wild pigs. Jimmy Neutron is coming up right
Coming
here.
up next on Go Wild.
Continue.
And online as well.
Help us raise money for the Worldwide Fund by going to wildthornberries.com and playing special games.
We're trying to raise $5,000 today for the Wildlife Fund. How you doing, Panda? Yeah! All right, keep playing and stay tuned for more Go Wild on You Pick Live! Go Wild!
Included must be 18 or older to call.
Pick live, you pick live. Nickelodeon's You Pick Live.
You're watching Go Wild on You Pick Live. Right now it's time to pick a postcard for another wild giveaway prize.
All right, Candace, this animal's picking the postcard.
Go for
Here
it,
we go.
Fritz.
Voila! It's Lisa from California!
All right, Lisa, we are calling you right now. Now remember to answer the phone and go wild with us. Go wild!
Lisa!
All right,
Okay, Lisa, we need you to pick a number between 1 and 24.
20. Number 20 is going to win the same prize as you.
All right, you guys have both won the same prize. Tell them what they won, Pick Boy.
They've both won the HP 2.1 megapixel digital camera from Radio Shack.
All right, congratulations,
Congratulations.
Santa. What's the Santa hat all about?
Oh, I'm getting ready. I'm going wild for the
I
holidays.
bet you are. You're crazy. All right, here's more rocket power coming up right now, and I'm going wild. Two twins. You ready for the Wild Thornberries movie with our guest animal expert, Jarod Miller?
So, Jared, what wild animal do you have for us now?
Yeah.
Check this out, guys. I don't think you can get any bigger than this. This is unbelievable. This is a huge Asian elephant. This is a big cow, which means that this is a female. And look at the proboscis, or the trunk on this thing. It's unbelievable.
You're putting food in his mouth.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
Look at this. I mean, it's unbelievable. I'm so comfortable up here because she's so soft. And you know, when you think about what an elephant feels like, it feels kind of rough. She's actually has fur all over her body. She's the biggest land mammal. Feel how soft she is.
Jared, we're coming back with more of the elephant after this.
For serious radio control.
You pick live. Nickelodeon's You Pick Live.
You're watching Go Wild on You Pick Live. Right now it's time to go wild again with Jarod Miller and his wild elephant.
Tell us more about this elephant. All right.
Look how great she is. Again, this is a big cow elephant, 10,000 pounds. It's like 6 tons. I mean, it's unbelievable. And this elephant, unfortunately, even though it's the biggest animal left on the planet that's a land animal, this is one of the most endangered animals that we've had here today. And this is another animal that we need to protect. I mean, they're unbelievable. And the World Wildlife Fund does such a great job providing a home. This animal takes up so much space on our planet that not only do we need to protect elephants, but we need to protect their natural environment, too.
What's the difference between an Asian and an African elephant?
You know, it all comes down to the ears. This girl, even though her ears are huge, they're about half the size of what an African elephant's ears would be. And plus, too, an African elephant is much more dangerous than this. This is such a sweetheart elephant.
Why doesn't she have tusks?
Well, because she's a girl, and what's so funny, I was just talking to Mike here, who actually trains this elephant. Sometimes they have tusks, sometimes they don't, and the males are the ones that have the huge tusks for fighting, so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So it's good she doesn't have tusks.
Yeah, good for us. Thanks to Jarod Miller. Jarod, this was awesome.
Thank you,
Thanks for
guys.
bringing in all these crazy animals. Awesome. We're going to see more of you in a little bit. We're going back. What are we going back to here? Rocket Power on Nickelodeon's Go Wild, You Pick Live.
Look at that.
Oh, you're so pretty. Go Wild on You Pick Live. We're getting you ready for the Wild Thornberrys movie.
You've been going wild on the web all morning, helping us get to our goal of $5,000 so that we can donate it to the World Wildlife Fund.
That's right, Candace. You've been playing the special games on wildthornberrys.com to help us help animals. I hope you guys had fun helping.
After the break, we are going to deliver our check to the World Wildlife Fund Panda for $5,000.
GGG playing all week online on Nickelodeon's You Pick Live. Woo!
You pick live, you pick live, Nickelodeon's You Pick Live.
You're going wild on You Pick Live. It's time for the third wild Nick.com pick of the day. You guys have been voting all morning between Rocket Power, Cat Dog, and SpongeBob SquarePants.
Jason, let's get the results up there. And the winner is... Rocket Power. Beat out SpongeBob. All right, we got to do something first, though, before we get to that show.
The result, it's time to give the check to the World Wildlife Fund.
We're writing a check for the $5,000. You guys were playing the 3D Travel Chase for Wildlife game on wildthornberrys.com to help generate money, and you guys did it. Congratulations. You helped so much. This money goes to buy 2,500 acres of rainforest in the Amazon to save it from clear-cut logging. Oh, congratulations.
Look how great.
Thank you, Harry. It's fantastic. You're so great. Oh, we give it to the panda here. Panda, take this right there. There you go. All right.
Thanks to you guys. Here comes Rocket Power.
You pick live, Nickelodeon's You Pick Live.
We had such a great time.
Thank you guys. This is awesome.
And all the animals.
Fantastic.
Now
It was so
remember,
much
we're
fun.
still going wild next week too.
Right, tune in as we get ready for the Wild Thornberrys movie with wild challenges, wild interviews, wild guests, and wild picks with you and these wild animals.
Now don't forget to go to Nick.com and vote for the wild shows that you want to see next week.
That's right, Jarod. Thank you, Toucan. Mr. Crazy Toucan. Thank you, Mr. Elephant. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Elephant.
Awesome. We're going.